Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. Happy Tuesday. Today, believe it or not, it's new build day. I love new build day. Yesterday we did the ET. Today we're going to be building the Too Fast, Too Furious. We're building Brian's Nissan Skyline GTR. I know so many people have been waiting for this because I've seen it in my DMs, I've seen it in my emails, I've seen it on my comments, and obviously I've got the first two stages here. Now, even though it's advertised as Fast and Furious, this actually came in the second film, which was Too Fast, Too Furious. I don't think the Fast and Furious actual title of the films actually appeared till, was it Fast and Furious 5, I think? Might have been 4 after Tokyo Drift. I can't remember. But today we are going to be building this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the magazines. Now, if you do want to get this for yourself, I have put a link in the video description. And once again, there's a QR code on the screen. It'll take you to the fanhome website. You can get this all the way from pack 1. So what I'll do first, let me show you the brochure, show you what we're actually going to be building. And this is the brochure here. Telling you about the Nissan Skyline, telling you this is all the specs for the actual car, not the model. The specs for the car is actually in this pull-out here. So what I'm going to have to do is open this out and zoom out my camera. That's as much as I can zoom it out, but it does come with a remote control, so everything that you see on the car that's electrically operated can be operated with the remote control. It's got metal bodywork, the hood opens up, the headlights light up, the windows go up and down, the doors open. It is 1/8 scale, the trunk opens, and the brake lights light up as well. Now this is 23 inches long, or 58 centimetres long, and it's looking just like that. It's 9 inches width, 23 centimetres, and 7 inches in height, or 17 centimetres. But that's looking pretty good, isn't it? Now if I just close up this insert and turn over, you can see you've got the magazine, which will tell you all about the Fast and Furious franchise, and it'll tell you about some of the cars as well, including the build guides. And then at the moment, if I zoom back up again, this is the current offering for free gifts. Now, if you're watching this years down the line, this may change. This may not even be a thing. But at the moment, when you get it, there are free posters that you can get, or actually prints. You've got a number plate here. You've got a mug. And then you've got a 1/43 scale of the Nissan Skyline little die-cast car there. Now, on the back here, you get binders. If you choose to pay by PayPal when you subscribe, you do get this Bluetooth speaker. And if you go for the premium option, you also get the display case as well with the illuminated base. That's for the premium customers only. But that is the brochure of the build, and that is the car we're going to build. Now in the first pack we do get 2 stages. In stage 1 we're going to be building the front grille, which seems to be how a lot of these 1/8 cars get built. Then we're going to be doing a tyre. So I don't know if I need to get a kettle boil to actually put the rubber around the rim. We're going to find that out together. So without further ado, let's get cracking. So this is stage 1 here, and let me show you through the magazine, looking just like this. I do love the colour of the Nissan. Now, I own a Nissan myself. I've loved Nissans ever since the days of Datsun. So when we first came to England in 1978, the first car my dad bought was a Datsun 180B. And ever since then, he's owned Nissans. And just like father and son, I've always had Nissans after that. So, well, I've tried to have Nissans. I did own a Peugeot and an Escort Mark III at one time. But I've still got a Nissan today. As you can see, we're going to be doing the front section of the car with the grille. Looks like we've got some lenses and reflectors to put in. This build will come with its own screwdriver as well, but I will be using my own Wera PH0 screwdriver. And then I'm going to be putting these together. So it's looking like that. And that is what it looks like at the end of stage 1. And pack 1 is pretty big. Again, if I hold it, it's the only way I can show you size. If I hold it up against my head, you can see how big that grille actually is. So let's get this open. And check this out. This is all complete metal. Absolutely massive. This is probably one of the biggest front grilles I've ever seen on a 1/8 build. But the detailing's already been done for us, as you can see there. And it looks really good. As a matter of fact, the paintwork is absolutely flawless, as you can see there. Just going to put that to one side. This is the screwdriver that you get here. Just looking at the end there, it does look more like a pH. Let me just measure that with my pH 0 screwdriver. Yeah, it's a pH 0 end on that. But if you want a bit more torque, then I'm using my wearer screwdriver. If you don't have a screwdriver, it does come with its own one there. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this metal grill looking like that, and I'm going to be putting the emblem just on the front of it. Now I want it this way round, probably best on the top camera. It's the GTR emblem we're putting in place, and it's just going to be going into the holes in the middle. And it's actually just a push-in. So it's looking just like that. We can then bring over the front grille area. I will put a mat down when I've got heavier things that I'm actually working on. But I'm going to be putting this into place. It actually goes into this top section just here, fitting over like that. And it's held in with these SM screws. Now when you're screwing into metal, I always just cover the very tips of the screw with a little bit of 3-in-1 oil. A lot of people ask what sort of oil I use. It's 3-in-1 oil. It's just going to make your life a lot easier to screw things into metal. So I haven't made it too tight because I want to line all the sides up for this. But when I'm happy with where it's sitting, I can make that lovely and tight. So 4 screws going in. Always a monumental time. This is the first of many, many screws we're going to be putting in. And you will also find on these builds, you do tend to have a spare one in the bag that you can save up just in case you need it later on down the line. But that looks just like that. Now the way the car's laid out, if I just put this here, this is going to be the left-hand side of the car. If we're looking at it from behind, from the rear of the car, this will be the right-hand side. So we're going to be putting the reflectors in now, and these are stamped. So there's an L and an R on this. If this is the left side reflector is just going to go in here. There are 2 locating lugs. So it's just a case of sitting this in, and it should go into the indent just like that. And then I'm going to be putting a lens over the top. Now, this lens has a curved side and it has a flat side. The flat side goes towards the outside. So just put that in and push that into place like that. And I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. I'm just going to drop the reflector in there. Just get it manipulated round so it fits completely in that recess. There you go, just like that. And again, the flat side here going towards the outside. So that's in just like that. And that is all there is to do in that stage. So in stage 2, this is the magazine. Let's have a flick through, show you what's in the magazine. More about the GTR there. And then this time we have got the front right wheel that we're going to be creating. So we are going to be putting the first rim into this wheel. Doesn't look like we need any boiling water or anything like that. It looks like this is going to fit in absolutely fine. Then the rear side of this, we're going to be screwing these together, as you can see here. As a matter of fact, it looks like we're pushing them together on a pin. And then we get to screw them all down with these BM screws afterwards. Now there are going to be some stuff on a sprue left over here and a hubcap as well. So this is what everything's looking like that. I'm just going to get this open. The way I get this open, just so you know, I've got a really sharp scalpel here. I've also got plasters, should I need it, because when I'm working, look, bacon plasters, when I'm working with scalpels, I've got a habit of cutting myself. So, but I just cut it around the base like this, all the way around. And then it's far easier, if I just get to the end, to just take that part off. Now, this is what the tyre is looking like. Now, if you look very carefully on the tyre, one says a little bit of left there, and the other side tells you right. It's great that it actually tells you the direction of the tread on the tyre. It's the right-hand side that we want to have facing up. And I'm going to be taking this metal rim, this is completely metal, and just putting that into the right side like this. Push it all the way down. Turn it over. And then on the other side, I've got the other side of the rim. Again, completely metal, and I'm going to push this in but line up the tabs in the inside there with the tabs of the one I've just put in here, just like that, as you can see. Then I've got this section of the rim, which again is all metal, and I want to line up these 3 sections here with the top of this section, because when I put a screw in, it's going to go through the 2 parts we just put in, and it's going to finish up on the end of this one. So I do want to make sure it's lined up perfectly like that. And then using the BM screws I've got here, and I'm going to use a bigger screwdriver this time. This is my PH1 screwdriver, just to get some extra torque on this. A little bit of oil. I'm going to put all of these together. Now I've got one in. You don't want to tighten these up at all. You just want to get them all engaged to where they're going to go first, and worry about tightening them up afterwards, just to ensure that everything is in place. So that's 2. This one's 3. Now they're all engaged. I can make this as tight as I can possibly get it. 1, 2, and 3. And as you can see, that's that wheel completed. Now I did say we've got some parts left over. We've got what looks like lug nuts here. We haven't got to put them in yet, but I'm guessing they're going to be going into the centre bit there. I'm guessing, but they don't want us to do that yet. And we've also got this hubcap here, looking just like that, which eventually I'm guessing will go into the middle. But that is all there is to do in that stage, and that is all there is to do in pack 1. So that's like a taster session for you to see how it goes. But as I said, there is the front grille, and this is what the tyre's looking like when that's complete. Pretty cool and a nice way to start. But as we go on, you're going to find there's a lot more to do in each stage, and there's going to be a lot more stages as well per pack. But if you want to get this for yourself, I have put a link in the video description, and once again there's a QR code on the screen, and I really hope you like that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.